from 105.1 joining us live. It is the Taylor Swift show, so Swifties, get ready. Okay,
Yes.
She released her brand new album, Midnights, her 10th studio album. First impressions, what do we think?
Well, first things first, I just have to say, Taylor, we're in our 30s now, okay? We can't be staying up till midnight, waiting 3 hours for more secret releases. The last time I stayed up as late as I did last night, it was for a midnight release of a Harry Potter book. So I'm a little tired.
That's
all right?
so great.
But it is good. It's so good that she did give us a bonus album. So she put the whole thing out for Midnights. And then after she drops that, she's like, by the way, there's a secret surprise coming in 3 hours. So then the whole internet starts speculating, like, what could it be? Is it a video? Like, what's happening? And then she lets us know that she has 7 additional songs that she's going to give us that were not included on the original album, but that she made them at the same time and felt like she likes to include all of us in her process. So she wanted to make sure to share those songs as well.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I love it.
Yeah, maybe the only time that we all obviously get up early, but not as early as our producers. So like,
Yes.
our producer Christian. Producer Christian, what time do you get into the newsroom each day? He gets in at 1 o'clock in the morning. We have
Yeah.
other producers that get in even earlier than that. The advantage overnight was that he's already been able to listen to this album twice.
I got
because of
into
that
work this
schedule.
morning. I'm like, Christian, have you heard the whole album? He goes, I've listened to the whole thing twice, including the extra songs.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, full disclosure, I haven't made it through the album yet. I listened to a few songs as I was like getting up and getting ready this morning, but I did not stay up till midnight for the release.
No,
So-
me either. There are very few things that are going to keep me up
I'm
at
not
night.
surprised, Mike. I am not surprised you did not wait for this.
Now, if WWE was, had a show at midnight, he would be there.
He'd be awake.
I feel attacked.
Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, no, you're not wrong at all. WWE was in town. I took the following day off just so I could stay up extra.
Exactly. See,
Exactly.
we
And that's
know
how
you. We know
Swifties
you.
feel across the country right now, across the
Yes.
world right now.
Yeah, so like what are
We're-
some of the reviews coming in on this album?
Well, it's been really good and well received so far. You know, the big song and the single she's released so far is Anti-Hero, which the videos already came out for, and it's kind of borderline hilarious. There's this other song, Lavender Haze, that had a lot of buzz about it. One of the secret songs that was recorded, Should've, Could've, Would've, actually got John Mayer trending on Twitter for the first time since 2010 because it's rumored to be about him.
Oh, boy.
But this music video right now that's playing, the Anti-Hero one, at one point it stops down and there's a funeral for her and she's older and there's 3 kids arguing over her and she donated her money to a cat sanctuary. It takes a very weird and bizarre twist, but like the entire time I'm fascinated by it. But the vibe is it's almost like Stranger Things, the album, for lack of a better way to say it. It's kind of like that late 70s, early 80s vibe,
Yeah.
and just kind of has an 80s feel.
Well, yeah, I feel like some of the tracks on the album have that kind of like 80s like synth underbed. She did a collaboration with Lana Del Rey on one of the songs too, which I feel like people have talked about this. With some of her last couple releases, she's gotten more into almost like a Lana Del Rey kind of vibe with some of her recent work. So a little more ethereal, a little more vibey. Not quite as high energy pop as what she had been doing.
What is the general, I mean, as we sit here and, we ask each other, how do you like it? How do you like it? What is the, like, critical acclaim so far? Is it too early to know that?
I think it's a little too early. I mean, I've spent a lot of time on TikTok, but most of those people are really big fans of hers. So regardless of what came out, they were probably going to love it.
Right.
But it has a really good vibe. I feel like the fans seem to be happy. Like I said, we're all in our 30s. We're millennials. So like we waited up for this and we're still like happy about it. So I think that's a really big deal.
That is a good sign.
And it just has a good feeling to it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and we were talking about this in one of the commercial breaks earlier. I just think Taylor Swift, to me, is always just kind of on another level because she writes her own songs. Like, she has such a hand in the creative process, for everything that she does, from the release to the Easter eggs to the lyrics to the music. I mean, she's just so talented.
Yeah, and that's the big thing too. Everyone's still trying to decode the lyrics because that's the big thing with Taylor is what's she really trying to say? And Lavender Haze had a lot of buzz about it before it came out. And now they're saying it seems to be about her current boyfriend, Joe Alwyn. Like there's still a lot of conspiracy theories going on, even though the music's been released.
Huh.
And I think one of the good things about this is you can kind of see an adultified persona of Taylor Swift. Like she's almost shredding the pop star vibes for this and channeling into being in her 30s. She swears on this album quite regularly. Even one of the song titles has a swears in it. So
yeah.
Wow.
That is out of character for Taylor.
They all grow up so fast.
Well, as many do when you get into your 30s and beyond, you just stop caring what other people think of you, and you just get a little more yourself. And I feel like that's reflected in some of her music too.
You put on a nice sensible flat and enjoy some flannel, and that's the vibe she's going with.
Exactly.
Well, I am ready to put on some comfy clothes and sit inside in this rain and just listen to this album
to it all
night
weekend long.
Yep.
All right, guys. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Bye, friends.
Bye. And of course, you can always listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz. I bet they will be playing some Taylor Swift
I was going to say,
today.
I'm sure Antihero is already in their lineup.